Hey YouTube, it's been a while. Welcome back to the channel. First off, I would like to thank you guys for helping me reach 500 subscribers. That is a super big milestone for me, and I appreciate every single one of you guys who are a subscriber and watch my videos. Today we will be talking about introducing the Leopard Wrasse into the Redsea Reefer 350, some items I found over Amazon's Prime Day, an introduction to my sump and what I dose, and last but not least, the giveaway, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So this Leopard Wrasse has been with me for about 2 weeks. I got him from Dr. Reef, and she's been doing pretty good. So typically at night, she has a really hard time finding the little cup of sand right here. I think part of that has to do with my table being marble, so it might look like sand from the other side of the glass. So instead of having her stress the whole night, or kind of just, she does like sleep under the rocks, but to help eliminate some stress, I have been capturing her with a net for a quick second and just kind of dropping her over the sand, and as you guys can see here, she'll burrow right there. So it's really neat watching them do that. I don't think I'll be able to see her do that in the big tank. So that video was recorded about 3 days before I added her into the tank. Crazy thing is, she actually found the sand on the very last day before adding her into the tank, which is kind of funny. But yeah, so I acclimated her. I was kind of worried about other fishes being aggressive, but nobody seemed to bother the new addition, so that was really good. She kind of immediately went to the back, didn't burrow, so that was a good sign. I thought she would just burrow for a few more days, but she's been out and about. Yeah, so this is probably my last addition into the tank. I don't think I'll be getting any new fish. A reason why I chose to get the Leopard Wrasse was just look at the coloration. It's awesome. I really enjoy like the red on blue look, and I know that they might transition into a male, but the female is just so nice, so I hope she stays like this for a while. Typically when I whip out the camera in front of the tank, she will run away, but for some reason she just knew she was gonna get a spotlight, so she decided to stay right in front of the camera, and I was able to capture her beauty right here. This is probably one of the rare clips I'll get of her, because yeah, she's really just fast and I can't keep up. She is currently eating frozen right now. I haven't had luck with her eating pellets, but hopefully in the future she'll eat them. And I don't do flake, so maybe I might try that as an option in the future. As for the rest of the tank, everything has been mostly doing really well. My clowns for some reason think their tangs, or I don't know, they decided to go on a herbivore diet. But they've been just ripping seaweed off the clip, which is kind of annoying because I want my tanks to eat it. But at the end of the day, they are just clownfish doing clownfish things. Okay, so starting with the left side of my tank, Ghanies have been doing fine. Aussie Torch has been keeping its color and is still healthy from the clowns hosting in it. I did decide to add some rocks here on the back structure to give it some more like height. I mounted the Oregon Blue Tort and the Miyagi Tort here. I don't know what to do with this acro yet on the rock. It has, for some reason, some parts of it bleached out, but it is still alive despite it being all white. I do see some colorless polyps, so given some time, hopefully it will color back up. As for some new, I picked up this blueberry torch. Super nice torch, and I glued the skeleton to the actual rock itself, and I was trying to move it away from this green torch because I figured out it was an Aussie, but I cannot rip it off the rock, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Bad news from the last video, I lost most of my hammers up here in the front. So I lost my pink one, my gold one, and there's one more I can't think of right now, but I did lose those two. This is the red Micro Musa I decided to finally mount onto the rock. But back to the hammers, so one of them got brown jelly and it kind of just killed off everything. And probably my most devastating loss was losing my gold torch that was up there in the front. That one gave me the thumbnail with the most videos, but yeah, kind of devastated about that. Moving on to the Zoas, they're starting to grow out really well. I'm kind of worried that the pink one will outgrow the AOIs, so hopefully that one will pick up soon. As for the right side of my tank, acros are still alive, so that's good, I guess. I haven't seen much growth. They're usually a lot slower growing, but everything is still kicking. My golden rod did fall off of the rock for a bit, so I had to turn it. So it looks kind of weird. It looks a little bleached, but it's just different parts of it kind of coloring back up. This one in the front is still doing really well. This side of the rock's kind of bare still, but the bottom right side of my tank has this beautiful elegance that I have, so this one's capturing a lot of this side. In the corner right there, you can see my green star polyp. When people tell you those things are hardy, they are hardy. That has survived a whole month without light inside of my holding system, so I'm surprised that thing is still alive. This is the view from the right side of my tank through the side glass. Royal Grandmas come and say hi. They are kind of still beefing, the Royal Grandma and my yellow sister Bassett, but I haven't seen too much from them, so I guess things are starting to settle down for a bit. Right here in the front, I'm hoping to put some A-cans or something that needs lower light on this right side of the tank, but I'm not sure if the flow is too strong over there. This is the left side of my tank. It's kind of weird looking at your tank from an angle, but I kind of like the side. It looks really nice with the torches and everything kind of falls in line. A lot of my fishes have been hanging as a kind of like a school, so it's really funny to see them interact as a whole group. But that is the beauty of nature and friendship. Alright, moving on to Amazon Prime Day finds. I first picked up this Brother label maker. It's super neat, has a lot of customization, and it prints really nice labels. If you are lazy, if you are disorganized like I am, this is the perfect tool to help you guys kind of keep in track with your tank. This has helped me tremendously figure out which cords to go where, especially on the outlet. So I definitely recommend you guys pick one of these up if you have the time. For those of you that are wondering how it works, you basically go into a keypad. There are a few different options where you can do a single label or a label specifically for cords. And the back peels off like this. If you're doing a multi label kind of thing where you want to print more than one copy, it does have these dot lines to show you kind of the separation. Here's a quick example of what it might look like on one of your wires. They're double-sided, so it's super nice. Doesn't matter how you put them on. And there is a lot of white space for a placement error, so you can just chop those off at the end. But overall, super useful. And when I moved over from the 20 gallon versus the 80, there's a lot of cords. I also labeled a bunch of stuff inside of my sump, like my Inkbird, my Vectra pump, and my heater, so I know which one belongs where. As for other useful things, I found these magnetic bars that are super nice. They're motion sensor lights. They come in a pack of 2. They don't use battery and they're rechargeable. One neat thing I've found out about these is that whenever you wave your hand or something, it'll stay on for a certain amount of time and then it'll just turn off like that. I know to start charging them whenever the light gets a little more dim, but it's super recognizable. As for other lights, I picked up this really nice Refugium light for cheaper than most of the mainstream brands. Here in a sec, you'll see how well this grew my Chaeto. But all of these items will be in the comments under my affiliate link. It does not add any more onto the cost, and I'm not planning to get rich from this, so hope some of these items will help you guys out. Alright, finally, the giveaway. So I first started my channel a few months ago. I really didn't expect much. I was just hoping to kind of share my tank with other reefers out there. I would not be making these videos without y'all's support in the comments, and yeah, I wanted to give back. It's not too much, but hopefully this helps with something. I will be giving away one $50 Visa gift card. This could go into gas, corals, Amazon, whatever you guys want. I wish I could give 500, but college kind of broke my bank. So first, make sure that you are a subscriber. I will be checking to see if you are a subscriber. Give this video a thumbs up and maybe share with your other friends so they might have a shot of winning and maybe y'all could split it or something. So here are the rules. For reefers, tell me how long you have been in the hobby, where you are from, and what is your all-time favorite coral. As for my non-reefing friends, tell me where you are from, what your favorite food is, and what you're going to use the money on. I mean, I'm not gonna choose, it's gonna be randomized, so you can put whatever you want. Hopefully for 1,000 I can do something way bigger than this. Thank you guys. If you guys stay until the very end, I will be announcing some extra ways you can win. Moving on to the heart of my tank, this is what I have in my sump currently. Everything has been a little disorganized inside my sump, but hopefully I can kind of clean it up one day. So I am running some bio blocks and this random rock I brought over. I am putting a wave maker inside my sump because I found that the water kind of just stagnates at the top and it's really just nasty, so I had to get some flow in there. I am dosing some stuff from this Jabal Wi-Fi pump. If you guys are interested in setting one of these up, maybe let me know. It was kind of tricky, but I did eventually get it to work. Here are the lights and the ink bird with the little tag, as I kind of showed you guys earlier in the video. Super useful. Once again, they're magnetic, so you can just kind of take them off. Moving on to the right side of the sump. So that Chato that you guys saw earlier was probably 2 weeks ago. This is what it looks like now. It's just a super fat, like, looks like a turd just kind of rolling around there. But yeah, the light has been doing super well. The cord is kind of short, but I do have it off the side for safety reasons, and I can just turn it off with the little switch that they have. So yeah, the light works super well, super cheap, great alternative for budget reefers out there. I also have this UV sterilizer I brought over. I think I'm just using the pump side of it, not really the UV. And there is my little Inkbird probe. I put it inside this little biomedia so that there isn't a chance of it being knocked outside of the tank. Alright, so crazy story. I accidentally unplugged my heater while I was kind of cleaning up the sump, plugged into the main bar, and this heater doesn't have like a way to turn off, so this thing heated up my tank. Thank God I caught it after a few hours to only about 82 degrees. But if that was like a whole day, I could have lost everything. So make sure that you guys do have it plugged into the Inkbird, and remember to plug it back in if you take it out. I'm running one Vector pump. It's a little older, but it's doing the job just fine. But yeah, that's kind of what I have inside the sump. Outside, I didn't want to put these bottles and cram up my whole sump, so I kind of left these on the outside. I am dosing some alkalinity, calcium, and magnesium, as you guys can see in the back. As for what I am using, I am currently using Aqua Forces component 1, 2, and 3. I did do Alpha Reef before this tank and had great results. I'm only using these because they came free with the tank. I will let you guys know how they do in the future. So I kind of have this board on the side that tells me what my levels are whenever I test with the Aqua Force test kit. So my alkalinity is sitting at 8.7, calcium 500, magnesium around 1480. The right side is kind of the levels that I do want, so I'm not dosing too much calcium and hoping that just slowly drops over time. I also forgot to mention that right here I have the auto top off. I think it's Duetto. Since I'm always around, I refill this bucket probably 2 times a week. It's probably what my evaporation's at. Last but not least, I found these really nice, I think they're 2-gallon jars off Amazon that came in a pack of 2 to culture some copepods. So I bought a bottle of copepods from Algae Barn and I kind of split them here. As you guys can see, it's really hard, but you saw those little specks. I haven't been seeing a lot of growth, but over the last week or so, the growth kind of just exploded. I'm culturing some copepods to help with my mandarin here, and some of the other wrasses in the tank that eat copepods. This guy has been pretty active, so hopefully he's not starving. I haven't had much luck of giving him frozen, but hopefully this guy will chub up in the future. The culture I'm trying to build is the Tigger pods. The little dosing bottles and jars that I had were from the Algae Barn jar, so super nice jars. Thank you everyone who did make it to the end. I promise a bonus entry. So if you would now place an asterisk at the end of your entry, I will also put you in a chance to win a $15 Amazon gift card. I will first do a drawing for the $50 gift card. If your entry has an asterisk, you will win both cards. If not, I would do a separate draw for just people who put an asterisk at the end. Thank you for your time, good luck, and see ya in the next video.